Welcome to the Human 5 Project, the podcast where we cut straight to the breakthroughs that matter, the show where science meets self-optimization. I'm your host, Ultimate Biohacker 10X, and here we break down the real research, real data, and real dosing behind modern biohacking, from compounds and peptides to techniques, devices, lifestyle strategies, and performance protocols. Most people jump in and jump out before they get the gold, so we're keeping it tight and delivering the essential insights you need without the fluff. If you've taken the time to hit play, we'll make sure you walk away with valuable knowledge that can transform your approach to longevity, health optimization, and beyond.
If you've ever heard someone say, "This peptide melted fat in 2 weeks," or "This IV made me 10 years younger," and you thought, "Geez, is that real?" You're not alone. Today's episode is the one that protects your wallet, your health, and your sanity. How to navigate biohacking hype versus evidence-based science. Hey, loyalists, biohackers, and longevity rebels, this is Ultimate Biohacker 10X, firing up the mic tonight. We are running late, but we are still pumping it out. And I'm here to stretch your timeline, bulletproof your cells, and make every extra year feel like 20, maybe 25. Welcome back to the podcast, where we don't worship trends, we interrogate them. Today we're talking about the longevity dilemma, navigating biohacking hype versus evidence-based science. Because let's be honest, the internet has turned longevity into a carnival. Some of it is brilliant science, some of it is marketing with a lab coat. Quick disclaimer, this is educational, not medical advice, and always talk to a qualified clinician before making any major changes, especially if you're dealing with chronic disease, meds, or anything high stakes. So why are quick fixes so tempting? Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. We are wired to want shortcuts. You see the greatest hits everywhere. One peptide to fix metabolism, one IV for mitochondrial repair. Cryotherapy equals instant inflammation reset. A wearable that biohacks your nervous system in a weekend. And look, I'm not here to dunk on tools. Some interventions have legitimate research, but the marketing is always the same. Big promise, tiny context. So why do we fall for it? The psychology behind the hype. Control. Aging feels like loss of control. Biohacking sells control. Fear. If I don't do this now, I'll decline. Identity. I'm the kind of person who optimizes. Effort avoidance. We want the result without the grind. And the industry knows this. The algorithm is designed to serve you the most emotionally punchy claim, not the most accurate one. So the first longevity skill isn't peptides. It's discernment. All right, here's where we get practical. When you see a longevity claim online, run it through a simple filter. I call it trust but verify. 3 words, one whole mindset. First, source credibility. Who is talking? Ask, is this coming from peer-reviewed paper, a university, a legitimate clinic sharing actual data, or is it just a product page with an affiliate link? If someone is selling the solution, their certainty is usually sponsored. 2, evidence type. What kind of proof is it? There are levels of evidence, and the internet blends them like a smoothie. Anecdote. It worked for me. Mechanism. It should work because it's biology. Animal studies. Helpful, but humans aren't mice. Human observational data. Correlations, not causation. Randomized controlled trials. The gold standard for outcomes. Meta-analysis and systematic reviews. Best for confidence. A compound can have great mechanism and great mouse data and still fail in humans. And that's not pessimism, it's reality. Third, bias awareness. What's the incentive? Ask, are they selling the peptide, the program, the device? Are they using fear-based language? Are they claiming doctors don't want you to know? The last one is a red flag every single time. 4, red flag language that screams marketing. Clinically proven with no citation. Detox used vaguely. Boosts NAD plus by 300% with no method or context. No side effects. Everything has trade-offs. 5th, use real resources, not vibes. If you want to sanity check a claim, you don't need to be a scientist. You need a process. Search the compound name in PubMed or NCBI. Look for randomized, double-blind, and placebo-controlled. Check dose, duration, endpoints, and adverse events. Even if you don't understand every line, you can understand the structure. So let's get to embracing patience and fundamentals. We'll zoom out. Biohacking culture sometimes acts like foundations are boring, but the truth is most longevity benefits still come from the basics. The real stack that outperforms most supplements? Sleep, the most underpriced performance enhancer on earth. Strength training, muscle is metabolic armor. Protein, fiber, micronutrients. This one's obvious. Movement, steps, zone 2, consistency. Stress regulation, because cortisol is a real drug. Here's the mindset shift from biohacking to longevity lifestyle. Because most of the sexy interventions add 5 to 10% when the fundamentals are tight. But if you're sleeping 5 hours and eating ultra-processed junk, no peptide's going to save you. So the patience principle. Longevity science is slow. Biology moves on timescales, months, years, and decades. And the most dangerous belief is, if I'm not doing the newest thing, I'm falling behind. No! If you're consistent with fundamentals, you are ahead of 95% of people. All right, so here's your longevity reality check. Screenshot this mentally. Before you try any biohack, ask, what's the claim? Is it measurable? What's the evidence level? Anecdote, animal, human trial? What are the risks? Short-term, long-term? What's the incentive? Who profits if I believe this? What would I track? If it's real, I should see change in markers or something. Do I have fundamentals in place? Sleep, training, diet, etc. Should a clinician be involved? If yes, pause and do it right. And final rule, if a protocol requires secrecy, urgency, or fear, it's not science, it's sales. So I want to hear from you. What's your most overhyped biohack, the one that you've seen lately, or that strikes you the most? And what's one intervention you tried that actually delivered with data? Drop it in the comments, and I'll do a follow-up episode breaking down the biggest ones through the trust but verify filter. Until then, be curious, trust but verify, and stay open-minded. And I'm out.
Thanks for listening to the Human Upgrade Project. If you found value in today's episode, share it with someone who's ready to elevate their biology. Make sure to follow the show for weekly deep dives into peptides, protocols, devices, lifestyle strategies, and the science of high-performance longevity. Until next time, stay curious, stay optimized, and stay 10x.